Hey ladies and gentlemen, Sean Davies, ColoradoReinsman. So the last video you saw of Shiloh was where I was doing her first walkout, and she was real hesitant about going anywhere and all that. So we've done another one since then, and she walked right out. Well, so what I wanted to show this first part was, you've seen the early videos of how spooky she was and all that. So we're going to do another walkout today, and I'm going to just brush her up real quick before we go. But I'm going to come over here and see right there, she said, I'm going to go. I'm going to put my butt to you. Now, I'm going to ask her to come back to me. So I'm going to stand up tall, put a little pressure right here. I'm going to back away right there. Good girl. And I'm going to come back in and say hello. Come in here and pet her. So huge changes from those first couple videos. Good girl. I'm going to ask her to come with me. Good girl. Well, our pins are so wet. We had a lot of snow last weekend, so our pins are real soggy. They dry out. I like to get the horses out of them as much as I can. I'm going to put a little pressure right there. So you can see this horse is really starting to lead well. Now I'm going to just pick up this weight and push it through. Of course, as I would like to nibble on her as she comes out. Good girl. So that last video you saw, Shiloh thought that, well, that's a threshold that she wasn't able to come through, and I went, no, you can come through here. Now I'm gonna come over here and just do a really quick little brush of her. Get just a tad of mud off of her, so when we're out walking, she doesn't get all worried. It will look ugly. She's very fashion oriented. Yes, ma'am. Now she has been letting me brush her all over. Muddy mess right now. Girl. Just gonna loosen up some of this mud. There's baby. There's baby. Baby girl. She is so curious, takes everything in. Yeah, Cora, we see you. It's the other Mustang digging all the water out. You see, I don't sneak around her now. I just get in here and start brushing, get her over this stuff. I don't have a death grip on the lead rope. I put it down there. So that was the extent of her runaway right there. She had really wanted to get away, she could. There's a lot going on right now. There's other horses. That noise and brush is really weird. her mane a little bit. I know. Thank you, Cora. You really helped the whole situation. Good girl. Toss that over there. That's the second time I've cleaned these feet out. Good girl. And this will be the third time I've picked up these back feet. You see, I still got this real long lead rope on her. Because if I had a 12 foot and she spun around real quick or jerked real quick and it came out of my hand, I wouldn't have anything to catch. So I've still got this about 25 to 30 footer here. Cora, very nice. Good to get that.
What are you doing? You putting stuff in the mud? What is this? Thank you, Cora.
Okay. Good girl. Like to break that foot over. Set it down. And ta-da! So that's the second time I've cleaned those feet. And it's like I've been doing it forever. Now, we're going to go for a little walk over next door. And if we're real lucky, we may take her down the trail for a minute. So, let me get my rope all situated. And are you ready to go, young lady? Yes, ma'am. All right. So before you saw she hesitated about every 10 feet. Now she's just pretty much walking right out. I like to take her around these old buildings, just get her used to things loves it out here. It's like a different horse. What we're going to try to do is go out on this trail system right here for a short distance down and back and just see how she handles it out there. I was hoping a bicycle would go by while we're on this side of the fence, but I can't count on that, so we're going to walk out here and just see how she reacts. So I'm going to open this gate up because this is going to be a whole new thing for her. She's never been out on this trail system, so I'm going to ask her to come. It's new. I'm going to ask her to get used to coming with me to new places. Good girl. So we're out on the trail system. First time. Handled somebody walking by her real well, didn't you? Yes, ma'am. See her Freeze brand where they shave, and you see that gorgeous color that's coming out underneath her. So here's one scary thing. This is a garbage can with a bag. I'm gonna let her come up here and smell this. That's exactly why I have my long rope, and I let her see this. Come on up here. See, I haven't introduced her to bags yet. Good girl. I want her to calm down next to it and just say, that's okay. So this is kind of mind-blowing stuff for her out here. She said, that bag scared me. So I'm going to touch this. Good girl. Now let's see what happens. She's kind of going, wait a minute. That thing's not really killing me. And I'm over here and I'm not getting killed. Look at you. Good girl. See, those are the kind of things that these walks do. They help them overcome stuff. Come up here. Come on. So I've got this rope where it just feeds right off my hand. Good girl. Come up here a little bit more. You can handle it. You can handle it. You can handle it. Don't pull. Don't pull. Come on. She goes, no, that thing is going to kill me. I know it. Very good. Okay, so there's a bicycle coming. So we want to kind of get over in an area where we can be, where she won't get too worried. That's her first bicycle. And as long as she was following me and with me, she was fine about it. That's her second. Good girl. So she pretty much bike broke now. Yes, ma'am. Yes, you are. She goes, I don't know what they were, but they didn't bother me one bit. Now she's out here in the big wide open, and she gets loose from me. We're all in trouble. But I swear I'll bite the rope with my teeth and hang on. Behind you. bicycles don't bother this horse whatsoever. I'm going to take her over to these picnic tables in this gazebo and see how she handles these. These are great obstacles. There's so many things to desensitize the horses to out here. I want her just to kind of see how it feels. I want to see if this is going to be too scary for her. They got these a little close together here. Can you handle it? Good girl. So this is scary for her. I want her just to come up here to me. I'm going to put a little pressure, ask her to come up here. Good girl. Just want to reassure her at every turn. Good girl. So these guys, now she has her loping shed, so she's used to roofs over her head. But this is a different place. This is not in her living quarter. Good girl. Kind of want her to figure out that she can come with me. Good girl. There, she got her feet on the concrete, and she said, that didn't kill me, so I'm going to pet her right there. She's a good girl. I'd really like her just to walk through these picnic tables with me. And that's a lot for her. I'll let her stand right there and think about it. Who's a good girl? And pet her. Good girl. Yes, ma'am. Let's see if she'll do it. Good girl. Boy, she's really a trier. She tries so much. Good girl. I want to just get her confident in me, number one, that I'm not going to put her in a situation where she's going to get hurt. And this is a big squeeze right here. You know, these actually are a little tight. I'm going to ask her to come. Sometimes we're just amazing. Yes, we are. Sometimes you're just amazing. Well, we're amazing, right? She agrees. We're amazing. We're going to go attempt and show her this big bridge. So stay tuned. We're just moseying along, letting her look around. She really likes the way all this stuff smells and sees. Where she came from, there wasn't this many trees and 500 square miles. So this is all wild. So as we get down here to this bridge, it's about 80 or more feet. So it'll be a real interesting thing to see whether this horse trusts me enough to go over it. If not today, we'll get it another day. I haven't even started working this horse on a halter yet, so she doesn't understand back up and all those things. So it's not like I'm going to flip her around, back her up on the bridge like I do some that have a problem with it. So I'm just going to look across that bridge and act like we've done it 1,000 times before and let her make the decision there at the beginning of it. So I'm going to look across this bridge like we've done this 1,000 times before. And I'm going to try not to stop my momentum. She says no, thank you. So I've got to introduce her to her. This is a huge, huge challenge for this horse. This is her third time out of her pen. And first time out on the trail, so I'm going to put a little pressure, get her to take a step. Good girl. I'm trying to get her girl. So I'm gonna pet her. She's gotten closer. This might be a game of inches. I may not be good, but I'm just amazing. I get the eye roll again. Actually, the horse is amazing. She just makes me look good. Good girl. What a huge, huge thing for this horse to overcome. You're a good girl. That's pretty dang nice. That's pretty dang nice. We're going to take a short jaunt down here to the waterfall, let her see it, and then we're going to head back. This is the all spooky red rock. Every horse I've ever seen out here says this rock is literally going to jump up and eat them, but I'm telling her it's not. But she says, I'm seeing you from a different position. Good girl. You want to come up and smell it? You want to come up and smell it? She says, that thing's going to eat me. I just know it. It's just a rock. Actually, I just want to eat that grass. This horse hadn't seen grass in a year and a half other than here. I'm going to ask her to step up to this rock a little bit. Good girl. Just smell it. There you go. She goes, dude, that's a rock. Come on, Mom. Ask her to get off the trail, let people walk by. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Yeah. Oh, lots of new stuff. Okay. So we're going to take her over the waterfall real quick. Sound of the waterfall already, and this is a really big energy for her. So we're going to see if she'll get down here. her first time down there, that was wonderful. I don't have my muck boots on, so I'm not going to walk across the river, but I have no doubt that this horse won't walk across the river. For our last feat, I'm just going to walk her across this bridge, walk back, and we're going to head home. That's what I like to see.
It's okay. She's first time out here.
Okay.
She's a Mustang.
So this horse about bridge broke.
What happened? Did you trip on something?
I think she caught her foot on a board back there.
But she didn't run me over, so that was pretty good.
That happened right when you said she's about bridge broke.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think she felt something on her back foot. She sees more people coming.
Yeah, she caught her toe on a piece of wood sticking up right there. No big deal. She's overcome.
Such a good girl.
Good girl. All right, so we're going to take a little walk back and catch you at the end.
And that garbage can is really scary.
Scary garbage bag to be a work in progress. So the Wild Mustang is finishing up her final walk, final stretch of her first walk out on the trail. And I'll tell you something, she's done probably better than half the domestic horses we get in out there. She's worried about that bag, but when I introduce my bag and stick to her, that's going to solve that issue. Because one of the first things I do is rub that bag all over her and get her used to that. She overcame it there, but she has a long way to go. I'm going to walk her up here and go through the gate, and we're going to call it a day. So I'm very, very pleased with Miss Shiloh. Look how much softer this horse is. These walks typically are life-changing for these horses. You know, you completely see their personality change. She follows me everywhere. She says, yeah, you can handle that halter. You can rub me, rub my ears. Yes, ma'am. So the trust is really building there. So, ladies and gentlemen, Sean Davies, Colorado Reinsman, stay tuned.